Welcome to the installation video for the Swinger 1500 aluminum piling mount PWC lift. Step 1. Piling mount installation. For this first step, you'll need to attach the piling mount to your piling. You will need a 3/4 inch drill bit, 3 3/4 inch bolts that are at least 5 inches longer than your piling diameter, 4 1/2 inch by 4 inch lag bolts, 3 or 4 nails or screws to attach the piling wrap. Begin by wrapping the supplied piling wrap around the piling at the location you plan to install the piling mount and attach it with nails or screws. This helps prevent corrosion between the metal bracket and the wood. Ensure your piling height is at a minimum of 45 inches from the decking surface. The distance from the decking surface, where the lift will swing over, to the bottom of the swivel hinge on the piling mount bracket should be at least 14 inches to allow the lift to function properly. Place the piling mount against the piling and use a level to ensure it's square and plumb. The piling mount is symmetrical and can be mounted on the left or right side of the piling when looking out at the water. Once properly positioned, drill straight through the entire piling as level as possible using a 3/4 inch drill bit. Now, attach the piling mount to the piling by inserting 3 3/4 inch bolts that you provide. These bolts need to be a minimum of 5 inches longer than the piling diameter. Insert the bolts through the piling and the piling mount. Square and plumb the piling mount into position. You may need to use shims to achieve this. Complete the attachment by securing the bolts with the provided piling washers and your own 3/4 inch lock washers and nuts on the backside of the piling. Pro tip: begin by installing the middle bolt first. This allows you to easily adjust the piling mount's position before adding the remaining 2 bolts, ensuring the mount stays perfectly plumb throughout installation. In this video, the installers used through bolts with built-in washers, which didn't require the included nuts and washers on the backside. If you're using standard through bolts, be sure to secure them with the provided washers and your own lock nuts. Finally, bolt the ears to the piling using the 4 1/2 inch by 4 inch lag bolts. Step 2. Housing installation. For this step, we'll attach the housing and mast assembly to the piling mount. Start by inserting the mast into the housing. Cut the tie strap and remove the stainless cable from the housing, which was affixed there for shipping. Make sure the 4 holes in the mast are positioned at the bottom. Note that the single hole at the top of the mast is offset toward the cut-back section of the housing. Insert the mast stop pin into the single hole at the top of the mast and install the cotter pins into the holes in the stop pin to lock it in place. This prevents the lift from over-traveling during operation. Position the housing with the inserted mast close to the piling mount, then stand the housing and mast assembly upright. Align the swivel hinges on the housing above the swivel hinges on the piling mount. Separate the piling mount swivel hinges from the housing swivel hinges, using the supplied nylotron washers. Insert the provided 5/8 inch by 4.5 inch bolts through the swivel hinges to secure the housing and mast assembly to the piling mount. Step 3. Arm and bunk installation. Now we'll attach the arms and bunks to your lift system. Attach the arms to the mast using the 4 provided 1/2 inch by 6 inch bolts, lock washers, and nuts.
Lift it up or something.
Insert the 4-inch arm spacer into the cable roller. Position the cable roller between the arms in front of the mast and bolt it on using the provided 5/8-inch bolt, lock washer, and nut. It is important not to over-tighten. The cable roller must be allowed to roll freely with the cable. When positioning the bunks, ensure there's at least 5 inches of clearance between your vessel and the mast. This clearance is crucial to prevent your vessel from contacting the cable during vertical lifting. Complete this step by attaching the bunks to the arms using the provided 1/2-inch hex nuts, lock washers, screws, bunks, and brackets.
Yep.
Make sure to center your bunks on the arms. You will need to adjust the width of your bunks to support your particular craft. Next, attach the guide pipe brackets to the arms and insert the PVC pipes. Note, this video shows an older version of this bracket, but the concept and mounting is the same. Step 4. Hoist and cable installation. The final step is to install the hoist and cable system. The 3 holes at the top of the housing are the mounting location for all hoist configurations. Connect the hard eye on the bottom of the housing. The cable goes around the cable roller and up to the spool of your particular hoist. See our other videos for instructions on installing the various hoist options. Finally, wind the cable onto the spool by maintaining tension on the cable while running the drive in the upward motion. Be sure the cable wraps neatly on the spool. Please note that the cable connection may differ from other drive options. Insert the swing stop pin at the top of the bracket when you want to prevent the lift from swinging. Now, congratulations! You've successfully installed your aluminum piling mount Swinger 1500. Before first use, double-check all connections and ensure all hardware is tightened correctly. Thank you for choosing our lift system. We're confident you'll enjoy years of reliable service from your new equipment. Thanks for watching and enjoy your lift.